Hey, welcome to WatchMojo.com. This week we're going to be talking about protest songs. Now, when we sat down to compile this list, we here at WatchMojo said to ourselves, okay, we're going to put together a great list of top 10 protest songs, and we realized that, quite frankly, a lot of these songs revolve around the Vietnam era. A lot of these songs are really kind of 60s and 70s songs, and certainly that's a whole genre in itself, and it's really fantastic. But we realized that first of all, that sort of list has been done before, and in our ongoing quest to expand our horizons here at WatchMojo, and your horizons by extension, we decided that we'd do a little something deeper, and we would look at the top 10 themes and motivators in history that have really caused people to sit down and write some of the most fantastic protest songs of all time. So this segment is really where we go through and we ask ourselves, okay, what was going on at that period in history, and what influenced people to write? Who was a figure that we can really associate, sometimes it's figures, that we can associate with that period or that movement, and then we give you a little bit of music to round it all out. Okay, so here's a great theme that really influenced people to write: the Great Depression, and why it's, a big reason that it inspired people to write is that for the first time really on record, people were destitute, people were homeless, people were hungry, and it was happening right in the United States of America. And that was really troubling to a lot of people, and that made people kind of stand up and go, whoa, what's going on here? Who's in charge? How do we allow ourselves to get into a position where we are now destitute like this? And what is the government going to do to change this current situation? Now, the most influential artist I think we're going to talk about to do with the Great Depression is Woody Guthrie. Now, Woody Guthrie is someone who I really like as an artist because not only was he able to talk about his era, but Woody Guthrie is someone who fantastic protest songs writer later on look back to as sort of their guru. For example, a guy like Bob Dylan never stops talking about Woody Guthrie and what an influence and an impact he had on him, and that alone should give you an idea of the type of guy Woody Guthrie is as an artist and as a writer. I think my favorite Woody Guthrie song is "This Land Is Your Land," which is basically, it was originally titled "God Bless America," and it was actually written in response to the song "God Bless America," you know, and it's something that we see very often today, sort of like a satirical spin on a song, or like an answer song, sort of, to, you know, an answer to something that has been put out by the government, or, you know, like in response to something that's going on in society. But Guthrie was one of the first guys who kind of went out and said, no, you know, like, you say God bless America, well, this is what I say God bless America is, you know, and then eventually, as a result of like issues to do with like royalties and, you know, and the names, he changed the name of the song. It's certainly one of the first rebuttal songs ever, which is why I think it's worth mentioning.